California has been a net payer into the program, massively so.
A new report says California is overpaying for federal flood insurance and suggests a new way to protect homeowners. The authors of the new report say the state may be better served by providing its own flood insurance plan, and now state officials are considering the idea.
CBS 13's Drew Balea is at the Sacramento Weir, and he's getting answers on how state-run flood insurance would work. Drew?
Well, Sam, Christina, right now thousands of Californians are paying into this national program, and state leaders are wanting to keep some of that money here and put it towards projects potentially like the Sacramento Weir.
No, I was afraid to add it up. It's a lot.
Sharon and Roger Rojo have lived in the Northgate area for 45 years, and they've paid flood insurance since day one.
You don't have an option.
For more than 55,000 homeowners in Sacramento County living in flood-prone areas, flood insurance is mandatory through the National Flood Insurance Program.
We were in danger zone in a lot of spots here.
Californians have been paying into the federal pot for decades, and in the last 21 years, haven't collected.
There was only 1 year where California actually got more back in payouts than it paid in premiums. That was only just barely so.
Nicholas Pinter is a geology professor at UC Davis. He led a research team that found that the state has drastically overpaid for flood insurance.
Over $3 billion more paid into the program than the state has gotten out as disaster payouts in those 21 years.
Pinter's team suggests dropping the feds and providing state flood insurance.
Allowing that money, those $3 billion, to be invested in other areas like lowering flood risk, maybe lowering flood premiums within the state.
Flood control is kind of a never-ending game.
Paul Devereaux is the general manager for Reclamation District 1000. He oversees the levee system that protects 55,000 square miles of the Natomas Basin.
This year was a good test of our system, but I can happy to report that we came through it with really no problems.
If Pinter's study is correct and money is saved from state-run flood insurance, then risk reduction improvements could be made.
The money should stay here for us, for the state.
Now, the Department of Water Resources released a report that says that they'll be looking into the feasibility of a state-run insurance program and that it could possibly be implemented by 2027.
It is an interesting concept, Drew. So what are the drawbacks to a state-run plan?
Yeah, there are a few issues with this because right now private insurers are also taking note of what California may be looking to do. So they could scoop in and take all of the low-risk policies, and then the state would be left with all the high-risk policies. That's one concern. Also, you're setting up a brand new department that has a lot of overhead and administrative costs that could cut into some of those savings.
Right, the startup costs could be pretty significant. All right, Drew, thanks so much. Live for us tonight at the Sacramento Weir. We are